Actor, musician, and social media personality Nate Wyatt joins the We're Out of Time podcast.
I just had a movie that just came out that's actually #1 on Tubi. Acting and music is what I originally came out here for. And then I kind of just got a social media following halfway through.
So you got 5 million people on TikTok, right?
Yeah. I came out here to be like a successful actor and musician. And the moment you start going into that lane, that all goes out the window. Does that 5 to 10 mil sound great? Of course. I was raised by my mom, and I feel like she did an amazing job playing both roles and putting me in the best situation possible that she could. You know, I didn't have a dad in my life. She was really good at putting good coaches and people around me to kind of fill in that father void that wasn't there. I just know I'm gonna be a good dad at whatever time period that is, because I know what I guess I didn't have growing up. I know what I want to give my kid one day.
Nate Wyatt, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
Good.
Thank you for having me on.
No, bro. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
We got in. Last time I was sick. Now we're here though. We're good. I'm not sick anymore. I just want to be on the podcast. Like I said in there, I want to be on the podcast sniffing and sneezing and
no, dude, you're tight. You're fine. All right. So I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Let's do it.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and growing up in Cincinnati and what that was like. We're going to do a little character development first.
Cool. Let's do it. Growing up in Cincinnati was great. So I was raised by my mom, and I feel like she did an amazing job playing both roles and putting me in the best situation possible that she could, for me to be raised upright. Obviously a little bit of struggle here and there, but you know, I didn't have a dad in my life. So so Cincinnati, big on sports, like played sports my whole life. She was really good at putting, good coaches and people around me to kind of fill in that father void that wasn't there. And my mom was like just the best mom you can ask for, to where I honestly didn't feel like I needed a dad growing up, honestly. But growing up in Cincinnati was amazing. It's very family oriented over there. I feel like Midwest values are some of the best values to be raised up on. I feel like it's hard for me to meet someone from the Midwest that doesn't have just like that very traditional good value. And yeah, if I could go back and change anything of how I was raised, I wouldn't change anything.
That's beautiful. Are you still close with your mom today?
Very close, extremely close. Yeah.
Have you ever met your dad?
Yeah, I have. I met him a little bit later in life, like around 8th grade. And when he came into my life, he was a good dad, but I almost feel like at that point, you're almost you're developed more. So it felt like it was a little too late, I guess.
Well, I know you asked him the question.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Where were you this whole time?
Yeah. Why did you leave?
You know, actually, I don't even think I've gotten those full answers answered, because
you don't have a relationship with someone until you get the elephant out of the room.
Yeah, exactly.
You have a reason to feel like, dude, where were you? I'm 15 right now.
Yeah.
Or how old are you in 8th grade?
12. Are you 12 or 13? Something like that?
I peaked at 12. So, I mean, at 12, I was like I was on it.
Yeah.
Okay. At 12. So you were probably the same way, right? You're like, dude, I'm 12.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Where are you? Okay. What did he say?
Oh my gosh.
You asked him something like that.
I know. I don't. You know, it's crazy. I feel like I block out that part of my life so much that I don't even. It's crazy. I genuinely don't remember the conversation of where were you? I just know why he wasn't in my life. It's because he didn't play a lot of child support and stuff like that. Like I said, my mom she did it all.
Even if your father was struggling and he didn't have any money, or he had fallen on hard times and he couldn't pay child support, that's one thing. Okay. but he wasn't around at all.
Exactly. And that actually, I got reminded, my mom said like, he was welcome to come into your life. If he really, really wanted to, my mom's not going to sit there and stop, her son from having his father in his life. I remember that.
So maybe he felt shame around not being able to contribute to the household financially.
Yeah.
And he didn't come around. I can understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make it better for you and it still sucks for you, but you're getting older now. You can put yourself in his position, right?
Yeah.
And say, man, that must have been horrible.
Yeah. You know what, actually, I'm not asked those questions because it's a very uncomfortable question to ask. And I think how I was raised up so good and like almost like I didn't really need that figure. I don't know if I've just like trained my brain to think that, but when he did come into my life, I was almost just like happy he was now in my life.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I didn't really dig too much on those questions.
You don't need to dig into it because of the fact that you need to hear it. I think unless that elephant in the room is addressed, I don't think you're going to have the relationship that you could have with him, as good as it could be.
Yeah,
I think.
For sure. And it's funny we're on this topic now. Now I haven't talked to him since I've actually been in LA for 8 years. Like I kind of had a semi relationship with him.
But why wouldn't he, he's your dad. Why wouldn't he reach out to you?
He kind of stopped, I think, because I just like stopped. I didn't answer the calls.
Okay. So he felt dejected and he's going to let you live your life.
Yeah. That's kind of where we're at right now. And so like, I can tell it's like, he's going to be there. And when I want to have that conversation or when I want to bring him back into my life, then he's open to that call and conversation.
How old was he when you were born? Do you know?
Ooh. He had to be, my mom was 26, so he had to be mid 30s.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 28.
You got kids?
No. Nope.
You think you could handle a kid right now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, then that was going nowhere.
No, I just know I'm going to be a good dad at whatever time period that is.
Good for you.
Because I know what I guess I didn't have growing up, and I know what I want to give my kid one day.
All you got to give kids is your time and your attention. They don't care about money. They don't care about anything. They just want your attention.
Exactly.
Don't use a phone. Don't ever have a phone in front of your kid.
Oh, why is that?
Because they're not important. If your phone is down and you're on their level, because remember, they're small, right?
Yeah.
So you get on their level without your phone and they'll go, right? And they know what they're saying, but you don't know. And you just say things like, wow, right? And you're just present. And then what happens is they'll go off and play on their own.
Yeah.
Right? It's called independent play, right? It happens, I don't know, maybe around 12 to 18 months in there, right? If I remember correctly. And they show their independence. And then what happens is they'll turn around and to look for you because they get scared.
Yeah.
And if you're there, then they're comfortable and there's no anxiety.
Right.
And then they can go on and now go back to their becoming independent.
Yeah. It's crazy what to deal with those technology things nowadays.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. All right, let's get into this thing.
Started out hot.
Well, thanks for that.
Of course.
All right. Have you ever faced moments of pressure, overwork, or substance temptation in this industry? And how did you handle those times?
Read me that off one more time.
Have you done drugs?
That's what I was.
Come on.
Yeah, now no, I haven't.
You've never done drugs?
No.
You know, I'm inclined to believe him.
I'm not.
Because he doesn't have any facial tattoos. None. I don't see a tattoo on this kid. Not one.
Nope.
No tattoos on you?
Nope.
You Jewish?
Nope.
Oh, well.
My manager's Jewish.
You what?
My manager's Jewish.
Oh.
2 of my managers are Jewish.
Oh, that's probably for the best.
I haven't, but have I been around it a lot?
Well, let's talk about that.
Like,
okay?
of course.
Because you're a DJ, okay? You see people falling out and overdosing all the time, right?
No, not overdosing, but it's actually, it's not even come from the DJing aspect. No, I'm about to get into.
Stop. This is nuts. If you're up there spinning with all the hot women around you and you're looking at everybody dancing and jumping up and down, if you don't see anybody overdosing, then the fentanyl epidemic is bullshit.
No, I definitely have seen people overdose, but when I'm DJing, you're not looking in the crowd and seeing people drop. Where I have seen people like overdose is when I'm at EDC. It's one of the biggest electronic music festivals in the world. And this happens at, multiple house music festivals or even like hip hop and stuff. But I remember going through like the main medical tent one day and there's just people overdosing on both sides of me. Like you're walking up this row, trying to find my friend who had to go to a medical tent and just seeing people overdose even from each tent to tent. And that like happens at obviously a lot of festivals because, the fentanyl stuff and things that can get mixed in with drugs. But I've definitely been around it a lot, not even so much from the DJ aspect, more so from just like the party scene in LA throughout the years of living out here. And it's kind of all around.
At the house parties, especially.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Because people feel more contained and safer.
Yeah.
In those environments.
Yeah.
You ever see anybody die?
No. I had to think about that for a second. No.
Well, that you know of.
I've had a friend die. I haven't seen him die. I didn't see him die, obviously, but I had a friend that died from, fentanyl being laced in a Xanax.
How old was he?
Oh my gosh, he had to be 21.
His parents must be insane.
Yeah.
They just...
Boy, insane in a sense of, how do you mean? Like
losing their minds.
Oh, yeah.
Like wanting to light themselves on fire. That insane.
Yeah.
Like being at their kid's funeral and wanting to jump in the casket with him. That type of insane.
I feel like that's like the worst way for someone you love to go is like from drugs, like something that could have been prevented maybe somehow. I don't know. I feel like
I don't know what's a bad or good way. I haven't given it any thought, but I will tell you this, that, and you'll know this when you have a child, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I had the best relationship with my ex in the world. The second we had a kid, nothing I said was funny anymore. Okay. And that kid was all that mattered.
Yeah.
And I was totally fine with it because I was in love with this kid too.
Mm.
And so I never was jealous or resentful ever.
Wait, this was her kid or this was your kid?
Our kid.
Our kid. That's
our kid. Right.
No, because when you have a kid, it's almost like your life isn't yours anymore. Everything you kind of knew is, now it's a revolved around the kid. And
that's right. The biggest high you've ever had, that euphoria.
Mm.
This is so much better. Now it's not more euphoric.
Yeah.
But what it does is it changes you. So your heart feels like it's expanding and it's going to explode. That's how much you love your children.
Yeah.
And so to have a child that you have to bury that I can tell you right now is the worst thing that can ever happen to anyone.
I'm sure.
Burying their child.
Yeah.
Hey, I know a question I want to ask. Okay. Because you're around, You're around so many beautiful women.
Yes.
Seriously. If I was around the beautiful women that you're around all the time, I would just stroke out.
You just stroke out.
I just stroke right out.
So,
I'd
so you don't have to
seize and just fall out. Just drop. Okay.
I feel like you're around a lot of beautiful women.
Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true at all. So anyway, dude, I'm 58. I've got one foot in the grave. It's your world, son. It ain't my world.
I'm sure you've been around a lot of beautiful women.
Yeah. Yeah. When I had hair.
Yeah.
Ken?
Wait, where are you from? Are you from LA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
58.
Okay. So you've been around it.
58 years.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Could you ever see yourself living somewhere else?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Because I can't. I lived in New York. I lived last summer. I've been around a lot of places, and I can't see myself living in anywhere other than LA. But also, I haven't been out here for that long. I've been out here for 8 years.
Well, I plan on living everywhere.
Really?
Yes.
How does that work out? How's that working out?
It's going to work out just fine. It's going to work out just fine.
That left me on like a thinker. Like, are you married?
Who would have me?
I feel like there's a lot of women that would.
Me?
Yeah, you have good energy. You have a good energy about you that I feel like you're not boring. I really don't feel like you're a boring person at all.
Nobody wants me, dude.
Really?
Nobody.
Do I got to pry into that? Why is that? Do I got to ask those questions? Should I flip this?
Well, you can ask me.
Why? Why doesn't
anybody want me?
Yeah. What?
I don't leave the house.
Okay.
How am I going to find anybody? I mean, what's going to happen? Someone's going to knock on my door and say, "Excuse me, any of you losers have a phone?" Or
wait, why don't you leave the house at all though?
Well, because I work behind that wall.
Gotcha.
And here we do our podcast.
Yeah.
And in there, I've got 7, 8 people working.
Okay.
Okay. And so this is an office.
Yeah.
We work, and then I go upstairs and I go to bed.
I respect that. Do you ever go out to like dinners or like just kind of just like events, like friends events, whatever? Did you do that when you were younger?
When I was younger?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. That's an excellent point. I've never had balance. So when I was young, it was all fun all the time. There was no work.
Yeah.
Okay. And that lasted up until about, 27. I was a fitness instructor.
Yeah.
I was, selling products and stuff, but I didn't know how to have balance. And then what happened was it shifted and I got sober. And what happened was I felt like I had to make up for lost time. That's how people feel when they're getting sober a lot of times. Like I got to make up for donking off all those years of being a loser. Right. And that was my thing.
I can see that.
So I started working around the clock, man, and I have not stopped except for after selling, my last business, Cliffside.
Mm-hmm.
When I sold it, I had a 5-year non-compete. So I didn't work. And it was the worst 5 years I'd ever had.
That might be a simple thing to some people, but what does that mean, a non-compete? Like, I actually don't know what that means.
So when you sell a business for a ton of money, they tell you can't operate a business like that for 3-5 years, sometimes 1 year. It's whatever you negotiate. But I wasn't allowed to help anybody anymore.
Oh, I've never
for 5
heard
years.
of that.
Yeah.
So did you have to jump to like, honestly, something like completely different?
Yeah, but I don't know anything different.
Right.
I don't do anything different. I help people for a living. I give people back their loved ones. That's what I do. That's all I do. Okay. I don't know how to do anything else. Right. So, if that's your purpose in life and you're not doing it, then you feel like the biggest scumbag alive.
Yeah.
Like you're just seriously, I felt like a bigger loser after selling my business than I did smoking crack cocaine.
Wow. How? I'm like,
because there's nothing more esteemable than giving a father or a mother back their child. Nothing, especially if you're a father.
Wait, what do you, when you said you felt like a loser after selling your business, then how did that wrap into the family?
That's a great question. So what I do for a living is I help people for a living get off drugs and alcohol. But then what are you going to do next? What are your dreams? What are your goals? What do you want to be? What do you want to do? Let's go get there. Mm-hmm. Okay. And after I sold my business, I got a bag.
Okay. But that's the bag help people anymore, which is what gives you that high, but basically.
That's right.
Wow.
And then if you were afraid of the money, like I was, because I never had any money, right? You get this big bag and you're like, what am I supposed to do with this? You get scared. You know, you're not allowed to work for another 5 years. So what am I going to do if I mismanage this money? And I wasn't an investor. You know, I am now.
Yeah.
You know, I know what I'm doing now. It's been 7 years since I sold my business. If I didn't learn it in 7 years, then, you know, I'd be living in a 1-bedroom apartment in Culver City.
Yeah. What did you do after you sold your company? Like, meaning like in those 5 years, you couldn't do that.
I got good with my kids and my ex. And so I've got a really good relationship with my children who I see every day, you know, and my ex and I are best friends. Okay, that's not true. She's my best friend. I'm like her 17th best friend.
17 is crazy.
Yeah. Well, listen, you can't help who you love, right?
Yeah, that's so true.
So true. You know, and she's got a beautiful man, right? Who loves my children like they're his. And, you know, I had that work to do.
Yeah.
You know, I neglected my self-care for 15 years. So first thing I did was I went and got my heart checked, and that wasn't good. And so we fixed that. And my leg wasn't good, and I fixed that. And, you know, I had all broken teeth, you know, because, you know, when you smoke crack, you got the clamp down, right?
Yeah.
And so my teeth would always be broken, and, you know, get them fixed, and then they break again. And so I got that handled.
Yeah.
You know, it was about, you know, I went and got my eyes checked, and, you know, I go back now every year because that's part of self-care. I get my blood drawn every 6 months.
I get it twice a year. I'm very like health conscious.
You got to do it. You got to go to the doctor once a year for different things. So, you know, for dermatology, for your heart, internist, you know, all this stuff.
Yeah. I feel like it's a little scary based because just with everything in the world, like their foods and like just everything.
But the whole idea is self-care turns into self-esteem, which turns into self-love, right?
Yeah.
And I've never seen anybody use drugs or alcohol trying to kill themselves with drugs and alcohol who truly love themselves. That doesn't exist.
So you're saying people that use drugs and alcohol extensively, they don't love themselves? Is that basically? Or there's like something that's missing? Basically?
It's not that they don't love themselves. They loathe themselves. They loathe certain things about them that they're self-medicating over. That's what that is.
I'm curious about that because like I'm an extremely social person. I do like when I'm out, I do like to like drink. But honestly, going out in LA, I would say 30% of it, I've been able to network, and it's gotten me to like better places. Like I'm an actor. And I was out, the end of last year, met somebody, and they're like, yo, as a director that would probably, you know, love to meet you and have you in a movie. Met that director 2 weeks later, and now I'm about to shoot my third movie with, that company with Tubi, all just because like I went out and networked. But it's like, I know a lot of people that are homebodies in LA. I'm not a homebody. I'm trying to like wonder where like that comes from me, like liking to go out and be social and meeting people
You want to see the world. That's a healthy thing, man. That is a healthy thing. What I do is, okay, I always tell on myself, I don't care if I've got the number 3 mental health podcast in the country. I have things to work on too, right? And one of my things is a joy of living.
Mm.
Okay. I get my self-esteem by taking care of people. And so I've neglected myself when it comes to a joy of living.
Mm.
And it's not just because my grandmother said things to me like, what are you doing? Going out to have a good time?
Yeah.
You know, like it was a bad thing.
Mm. Yeah.
Right? You know, in the music game, everybody's glorifying drugs with the press perks and the Xanax and, you know, how do you feel about that? You don't do drugs yourself. How do you feel about this whole industry?
I mean, I think it's definitely clearly a really bad thing, but I'm more so around like in like the house music scene. It's like, it's not really like Xanax and like press pill stuff. I feel like that's more in like the hip hop scene. It's more like the Mollies and the, like ecstasy,
Pink cocaine,
like 2C, stuff like that. That gives you more of like that, that euphoric feeling, I guess, that's in like the house music scene. But
it's all laced with fentanyl.
I was literally about to say that, but you don't know what you're going to take that's laced with.
If you don't get your pills from a pharmacy, and I'm not talking about an online pharmacy because that's nonsense.
Yeah.
Okay. That you got problems with that in a big way. If you don't get your pills from a pharmacy, it's not if you're going to die, it's when you're going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't, I mean, these dealers don't know which batch is laced.
They don't know.
They don't know where they're getting it.
They know it's laced.
Oh, you think they all do?
Sure. They know it's laced. Of course they do. They just don't know.
That's fucking scary. Like they know, because I know some people that are like friends with their like dealers.
They're not trying to kill them, dude. They're not trying to kill you. They want repeat customers. The problem is that people are dying because when the chemical precursors come from China to Mexico, what do you think? They're doing it scientifically. You got a guy in a hazmat suit with gloves on and, you know, the whole thing. And he's got an ore and he's doing this in a big vat. And then they pour it into these pill molds. And, you know, that's not scientific. One pill's got nothing in it or next to nothing. And the other thing is lethal.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, it's all bad.
I was going to say that came in my head. You mentioned China. Do you believe that like China's like trying to infiltrate like America with the whole fentanyl stuff to try to kill as many Americans as possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
But only because, look, dude, I was born at night, but it wasn't last night.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, our military now is on fentanyl. And I know that for sure because I treat the military.
How are they on fentanyl? Is it just like the drugs that
they don't know they're on fentanyl? They're on pills. They don't. Some of them know they're on fentanyl. Okay. But most of them don't think they're taking fentanyl.
Are you talking about like active duty military? Are you talking about like
veterans? All of it.
All and then the pharmaceuticals you're saying?
But the military, but the active military, they're on fentanyl. And 75% of them don't know it.
Wow.
Which means they're going to die. Now, the people who know they're taking fentanyl have a tolerance for fentanyl. So a lethal dose will kill a weekend drug user, right? Who's just doing it socially, but it may not kill the person who is a fentanyl specialist, right?
So specialists.
Yeah. We're all specialists.
Jeez.
All right.
Wow. That's something I just learned.
Don't you think that these people though, don't you think they shouldn't be glorifying this thing? Because I've had kids here who are big in the rap scene. I mean, I've had everybody. Okay. And they're all telling me it's lame.
Yeah. I think it's just like opening, these people's eyes to like what it actually is or getting educated on it. Cause a lot of people, I feel like they hear, oh, fentanyl this, fentanyl that. it can kill you. But like, what are like, until you talk to someone that really knows about it, I feel like it really drives that fear in the person. I should stop doing this.
Until people know, unless people know somebody that died of fentanyl or someone that they loved, they don't really get it.
Serious. Yeah. Until it hits close to home.
Yeah. The second it's close to home, they're on it. Now they're advocates. They're proselytizing everywhere.
Foundations and
so good. Yeah. I mean, it's
that's unfortunate that it has to like hit so close to home.
Yeah. But you know what? Then they get to save other people because this is the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
This is literally killing our children.
Yeah. Was it always like that? Was fentanyl always no. When did it really start to come around?
Right when I left in 2018. When I sold my business, this thing blew up because before that it was OxyContin and the Purdue.
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
OxyContin. Yeah. That was the thing. Okay. And then this thing, it came. The one question I wanted to ask you, which I forgot about and never got back to you, was what do you do when a beautiful girl comes to you and she wants you, but she breaks open the drugs? Like, what do you do?
I say no.
How do you do it?
I feel like I have a pretty good, what's the word? Like, I don't fall under peer pressure. If I don't want to do something, like, I don't do it. And honestly, I've never run into a situation where a girl's not going to hook up with me just because I don't want to do her drugs. Like, just to be honest, I'm not trying to say that in like a
that was
ego
beautiful.
way.
No, that was
way.
I didn't take it that way.
There's another one right over here. Like, I don't need your drugs, and she's not gonna not hook up with me just because I'm not doing her drugs. That's what I feel like has been able to keep me sane and like kind of sane out here. It's just if I don't want to do something, I'm not gonna do it.
All right, here's my favorite question. I heard you beat the shit out of a bunch of YouTubers. Tell me about that.
Actually, no, I lost that fight, but I went all 5 rounds. Yeah, I did a boxing match.
How many fights?
Just one.
Oh, just one.
I did it for a check. Like, I'm an actor, musician, and I'm in the entertainment space. I don't see myself being one of these influencer boxers. So you boxed a YouTuber. Yeah, as the TikToker, YouTuber. They had a boxing match. I did that 3 or 4 years ago. I had 2 months to get myself ready for boxing. Never boxed in my life. Right. And the only person on the card that has some experience is the person I'm fighting and has amateur. But listen, they're offering me $500,000. So I'm getting to the ring. Yeah, I did it.
You're the best.
But then we got scammed at the end. We got we got like a fraction of that, but it's after like we had to go get it after almost a year of fighting with lawyers and stuff. The money I did get, I wouldn't have done it. But here's the thing: I had agents at the time that were literally saying, "You're not going to get paid this money." But I had best friends that were also on the card with me, being like, "Do it, do it, do it." They're interested in the fighting stuff. I'm on a whole new path over here, but the money seems good. You have friends telling your boys, your 2 best friends, do it with us, do it with us.
I thought you weren't into peer pressure.
The $500K that I thought I was getting.
You didn't think you were getting it. The guy told you weren't getting it.
Well, there's these other people.
But you didn't hear that. You're like, Dad, I'm getting it.
My friends were like, we're going to get this money. We're going to get this money. Also, I knew the person that was putting it on. So I was like, surely.
What's $500,000 amongst friends?
That's right. No, I was going to get the $500K. That was going to be my purse.
Right.
Knowing what I know now, I'm like, I wasn't going to get that. That's insane. Like,
you were never going to get it if you had a lawyer that went over the contract and you made it ironclad. Yeah. They would have said, you know what? We're not going to use you. We're going to go in a different direction.
Yeah.
How much?
You had lawyers too. I'm so confused. Like, how that didn't get written in my agents that we had a good lawyer.
Because your agent was in control of the lawyer and your agent didn't give a shit about you. Let me ask you a question. You go on OnlyFans?
No. You know, it's crazy. I've been approached with that. I'm not gonna lie, because like my presence online was this like kind of like attractive figure. So at the time I could have made probably 5 to 10 mil from if I did it like 3 years ago when I was approached a bunch.
Dude, if someone said that to me, I'd go, okay, let's go.
Yeah, but see at the time again, but like I came out here to be like a successful actor and musician. And the moment you start going into that lane, that all goes out the window. Also, I'm working with like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, like very brand friendly brands.
Right.
That's just selling myself out there for.
Right.
Does that 5 to 10 mil sound great? Of course, but like, I just feel like that's very temporary money.
You have a girlfriend?
No, not right now. I got out of something like a few months ago.
Have you ever been with a girl on OnlyFans?
No.
The answer is yes. You just don't know it.
Have I been with a girl, like hooked up with a girl?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who is constantly on OnlyFans?
Yeah, but I wouldn't date one.
Let's say you're with a girl, your last girl, but you get one cheat pass. One person who, if you ever run into them, that you get one get out of jail free card.
Nobody, because I would never cheat.
Excellent. But you have an agreement.
That's not the answer he wants to hear.
No, it's fine. I love it. That's great.
Okay. Hypothetically, I get this free card. Okay, we're just going off hypothetically. No, there's got to be one. This is gonna be annoying. Once I leave here, there's gonna be because it's a trick question.
Scarlett Johansson, Jessica Alba.
Oh, Jessica Alba is. I had the crush on her. Yes, Jessica Alba,
because she's got that whole Hispanic thing going on.
Yeah. There we go again.
Right, there it is.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, man. Rant starts now.
Rant? I feel like we've been ranting.
No. This is the rant.
Part of the
code.
Oh, there's like a segment of this. Okay.
There's a segment. That's right. And you get to rant on anything that pisses you off. Like, so let me give you an example. I once did a rant on those guys who ride the bikes.
Ride the bikes?
Yeah. The bike riders with the shorts and the shoes, and they just always like get in front of you. And then,
oh my gosh. The run clubs.
The run clubs.
Like I'm all for, everyone running, anti-aging. It's great. But like now it's like gone from like a group of 15 people to like a group of, I kid you not, like 1,000 people running across the street. I'm sitting at the red light. Like it takes like a solid 5 to 10 minutes for all these
those guys to go by.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's just getting bigger and bigger. No, like it is. It's like,
have you ever?
It's not slowing down.
It's like they're like marathon prep.
Yeah. No. It's like a bunch of celebrities are like starting running groups, and that's why it's just also getting huge. Yeah.
No.
Like for instance, like Diplo does one. Diplo, big DJ, and it's now gotten huge.
Got a run club.
I'm not saying that's not the one I ran into, but like they're all over, like Miami, New York, like just you see them all over now.
I was at a thing where it was a marathon. My buddy trained really hard for a marathon, and he goes, "You gotta come, dude."
Yeah.
I worked so hard for this. It's 26 miles. I've been killing myself.
26 miles is
dude
off.
He lost to a guy in a banana suit. Okay. And I was like, dude, I almost threw up in my own mouth. I'm like, you just lost to a guy who ran 26 miles in a banana suit.
And that's got to be hot. The banana suit's got to be hot.
Dude, it was like 9 feet high with the stem up the top and his legs doing this in the yellow. I mean, it was just like, oh my God, dude, he just beat your ass.
You watched the whole 26 miles?
No.
I was going to say that's like.
I showed up for like an hour at the end because,
but he's coming at the end towards the finish.
Yeah, I just like, and I'm like looking at my girlfriend at the time. I'm like, babe, he's neck and neck with the banana. I'm like, that banana is going to kick his ass. He's closing in. He can't hold off the banana.
Oh, so the banana was trailing him for a little while.
Yeah.
What do you got?
And then the banana just stuck that stem out and bam, took him at the wire.
That's probably all on camera too. Imagine coming across the finishing line with a banana beating you. That's your picture.
How did I do? How great was that? I looked at him and I go, you lost the banana guy.
You lost to the banana guy.
I just laughed. So stupid. stupid.
That'd be awful. I would never even post that photo.
Yeah, you know, it would be cool. I swear to God, I was thinking of seeing, when I saw the banana guy, I was like, where's the rest of the Fruit of the Loom guys?
Where's the orange? Where's the strawberry?
Yeah, where are the grapes?
Where's the grapes?
Yeah, I couldn't find them.
Fruit of the Loom. Oh my gosh.
All right, man. Well, listen, what are you doing next?
I just shot a movie that I was the lead in that comes out, I think next month. I just had a movie that just came out that's actually #1 on Tubi right now.
Tubi?
Yeah.
What's Tubi?
Tubi. It's like a Netflix,
Okay.
Peacock, like
Nice.
Hulu. Because like I said, acting and music is what I originally came out here for. And then I kind of just got a social media following halfway through.
So you got 5 million people on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
5 million people on TikTok?
Yeah.
Where can people reach you, man?
Yeah. I'm on Instagram. My Instagram's it's Nate Wyatt, TikTok, Nate_Wyatt if you have a TikTok. My email is Nate Wyatt. No, I'm just kidding.
It's your phone number.
3.
What's your address?
My zip code, my social security is.
So funny. That's so funny.
I appreciate you having me on, honestly.
No, man, this has been great.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, shit, okay.
So you get 5 balls.
Okay.
You throw them anywhere you want.
You practice this a lot. I feel like I'm really dusty.
I just got these.
All right. Oh, since I know I'm not like the best thrower, let's start with. All right.
2.
Oh, give it to me. I don't know if I should go for these. All right, I gotta go for good numbers. I gotta go for some points. I gotta get some points. No, all right, let me just go for it.
That counts.
Oh, wow.
Almost.
Okay, I just got cheated on.
No, you got 4. You got 4. Because that one came in and the other one popped out.
Okay.
So you got 4.
All right.
Okay. I only get 1 throw to beat 4.
Oh,
So
one? Only one?
Only 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I win!
All right.